#1 is out today, spanning from Flash Rebirth #1 from 2 weeks ago, which then span out of the DC Universe Rebirth Special #1. This book does an amazing job of, if you watch the TV show and are familiar with the way that intro is, does a really good job of integrating that with more of the comic book lore and more with adjusting to the story of post-Rebirth. Features many key players of the Flash family in his life. You see Iris, you see Wally, not the Wally that's back though, but the Kid Flash Wally of the New 52, the African-American one who's in the silver costume, or not yet in the silver costume, I believe. And this job also has a cool character called August, who's kind of Barry Allen's main bud in the Force. And August, they do a really good job of having some backstory with August that plays up to the present story of today. And August is all part of the great fun at the end of the story, which leads into the oncoming storyline of the Speed, Bomb, Speed, Cloud, Godspeed, the villain. Boy, that was a lot of speed. So, like, the intro of the comic's really solid. Several years ago on A Night of the Storm, and clack! You know, him getting his powers, the Speed Force happening through lightning and the mix of chemicals, which August is there to, you know, tell him. And then you got this great spread right here, and does a really good job of catching up to speed with Rebirth and just Barry Allen's life in general and what it means to be the Flash. And it has this really great dynamic of, towards the end, before the cliffhanger, of course, which every great first issue needs, is him trying to do two things at once: solve a fire at the same time and also help police buddy August at a shootout with some interesting looking dudes that are helping contribute to the chaos. And with what happens at the end is an amazing twist, and it's really fun and leads to a great last page. And I'm really, really excited to see where this series goes. The team on the book's fantastic. It's a fantastic cover. Williamson, the writer, solid. The artwork by Giandemencio. I'm so sorry I slaughtered names on this review page. The artwork's fantastic. The panel layouts are great. It's fantastic. A part of me just wishes the only thing that was different was that Barry Allen looked more like Grant Gustin from the TV show. But, I mean, for 75 years, Barry Allen has looked like this, so I don't blame him for keeping that continuity. Plus, with the whole, you know, everyone knowing now, as it's talked about in this issue, that, well, not everyone, Batman knows, Wally knows, of course, and Barry, and the Titans with Wally, if you read Titans Rebirth last week, that 10 years of their lives are missing thanks to Dr. Manhattan. So with 10 years of their lives missing and them realizing that there was something before New 52 and all that, it makes sense why they're going with the, you know, the iconic look, the blonde hair and all that. I always kind of thought, in terms of the comic, the actor who played Eddie Thawne was more looking like Barry Allen than Grant Gustin, but to me that doesn't matter since Grant Gustin rules. But yeah, like, this artwork's insane. It's great. It does a really fantastic job of, you know, showing the speed of the Flash and shots of what happens, you know, of him running so fast and what things look, and a great shot of the good old Flash ring. If you aren't familiar with Flash lore, the Flash puts on his costume through it coming out of a ring and him jumping into it. It's really cool, and when it's well drawn, it's great. This is my pick of the week. I love the Flash as a character. I love Flash Rebirth. I loved him in DC Universe #1 Rebirth. Made me feel so emo when he got back with Wally, and it was great. I was holding back some tears. And the fun doesn't stop there, because Flash #1 is out today, and it's a fantastic read. And that's a Flash fact. Oh! So sick.
Hey guys, if you like that video, click one of the buttons that is everywhere. There's one that says subscribe. It's pretty simple, self-explanatory. You just subscribe. And there's another video with some other past review if you want to check it out. Instead of begging you to subscribe and liking the button, I'm just going to, like, aggressively show you something that you don't like. You say you don't like man buns? Well, here, check out my ugly man bun. And you can just, like, look at it every day. And I'm just going to, like, keep walking it towards it, so you have to look at it until you definitely subscribe or like this video.